Tonight, head coach Don Wigmore, the Helmet to Helmet 2010 champ on Life at the Top. Good evening. Don Wigmore returns to Larry King Live, the legendary head coach of Percy's Headache, always welcome around here. How are you doing?
Larry, I'm doing awesome. Thanks, my friend.
Your league championship was this week and you were perceived as a huge underdog. So tell me about your stunning win last night against the Philly Revenge.
They stepped up, and kept working, and kept fighting and kept playing. I thought it was awesome, against a real good football team. The Revenge are tough, especially offensively. In the second half they came back, and with a nice drive, to give us problems with their pressure defense. We were more consistent in the second half, made a few penalties, and made a little better. Defensively, as you saw, we really never played a 3-2-4. We felt like we needed to try to get as much pass rush on the field as possible against Vic, and try to contain him, rather than chasing him around. But we're trying to match up as best we could, our best pass rushers. We were able to, for the most part, take advantage of our scoring opportunities, other than the one turnover we had in the red area. Being able to get the ball in the end zone against their defense in the end zone was huge, and that was obviously a big factor in the game. We are thrilled to win. It was a very tough year, and again, our players just deserve so much credit.
So, talk about your opponent, Philly Revenge.
We didn't play very well in the first half, but the Revenge had something to do with that. You have to give them credit, they're a good football team. We could have done some things better, but they pressured us, forced us into a couple of plays that we couldn't get, and it knocked us a couple of times. Give them credit, they're a good football team. Most of our problems were certainly, at least partially, a result of their good play.
So, there is talk of your team as a dynasty. This is your second Super Bowl win. What is your take?
You know, we didn't look at it that way 2 days ago, and we don't look at it that way now. We started at the bottom of the mountain like everybody else. We were thrilled to get to the top. It was one fight against 9 other teams, to try to win a Super Bowl and win that trophy. We're happy that we did it. And I'll leave the comparisons and historical perspectives to everybody else.
What do you think about the controversial head coach of the Revenge, Ron Dolt?
Ron is a clown. No one listens to his taunts. He just likes to hear himself talk. Most of his rants illustrate his emotional imbalances. I would advise him to seek professional care in the off-season.
You were not picked by any of the owners to be a force in the league. Any comments to them?
Yes, they can bite my left nut. They never took Percy's Headaches seriously. They all voice excuses why they didn't make it to the big game. Of course, when the time comes to set your lineup, your starting lineup represents what you thought is your best option to win the game. Don't voice that you are going to start someone else. Everyone goes up and down their lineup evaluating the possibilities.
Finally, what does winning it all mean to you?
What does it mean to me? It means that this year in 2010 the Percy's Headaches were the best team in helmet to helmet. To get from the bottom of that mountain, where we were in August, to right now we're at the top of it, it's a great feeling. It was a lot of hard work. It was a lot of sweat, a lot of blood left out on that field, a lot of energy, to go through that whole process of over 5 months, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's a great feeling. Thanks a lot for having me. Thank you.
Well, there you go. Coach Wigmore's comments after winning it all. Tomorrow on Larry King Live. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride, Ron Dolt. We will get into why he always chokes.